All right, Josh Van Meter is going to sign a contract as he was a free agent with Miami for 5 years, $53.5 million to go play second base for them. Honestly, I wish him the best of luck. It's just I couldn't see myself giving him $10 million for a guy that's just not going to start every day. So it is what it is. Best of luck to you, bro. All right, not a whole lot being done in the offseason, as I didn't really feel the need to sign anybody. I felt like we have enough in the minors that we don't need to go out there and spend too much money. And here are going to be the starters versus lefties and versus righties. All right, Campos will man. Actually, a lot of this team is basically the same. The one major difference is Christian Robinson will now play right field as we lost Barry Swaldo. Actually, I kind of just let him go as he was starting to taper off the year before. And Ray Guillen will be playing DH against righties, against lefties. Again, a lot of the same faces. The one major change is Chadwick Trump is going to play against left-handed pitchers. I like what we have here. Garrett Dorman, who we traded for last year, is going to be a bench player. Same thing with Carrasco in his fourth year. I thought about trading him, but I don't really know what to trade for at this point in time. Maybe as we get closer to the deadline and I feel like we need something, we will do so. The rotation also remains largely the same. Lopez will be the ace. Cello's behind him. John Burr is in there as the third starter. Not necessarily my third best starter. I just wanted to put him there as, again, a changeup in the middle of a 3 or 4 game series. Force the team to throw some batters that might be better against left-handed pitcher or worse. We'll see. Matt Jabbar is number 4, though he's really the number 2 or 3 guy. And J.B. Bukowskis is actually going to be a starter for the entire season, or as long as he doesn't screw up. In the previous 2 seasons, he didn't get more than 12 starts into the season. Of an ERA of over 5.5 at that. His FIP has been better than his actual ERA, so I figure I'm going to respect that and let him actually go out there and do his thing. Hopefully he can help us win some games, or at least keep it close enough so that our offense can strike while the iron is hot. It's like April 18th. Ketel Marte is out for 2 to 3 months. Torn finger ligament. So it's April, May, June, July. We won't see him till right after the All-Star game. So we got to make a major change in our on our team. I think I know where we're going to go with this. Alright, this might not make a ton of sense. Colin Cardone is going to get the call up. I don't understand how he's getting worse, but we're going to test him out for a little bit, see if things work out for him. Unfortunately, our lineup is overwhelmingly righty heavy. Do what we got to do against righties and hope we do the best against lefties as we try to wait this one out and hopefully try to stay in the wild card race as we move on to July. Jake McCarthy is going to be out for 2 months with a broken forearm. Throw him on the 60-day. If he comes back sooner, cool. It is late May, meaning we probably won't see him until about August or so. Not August. June, July. What the hell am I talking about? I can't math. Anyway. We're actually not doing too shabbily, to be honest with you. We are half a game out of the division, and we lead the wild card. Granted, it's the end of May, and I want to hold my horses before I think we're really going to make the playoffs. As you can see, everybody's got 20 wins in the division. Let's push forward to the draft. Actually, before we get into the draft, I noticed this in the offseason, and it's just kind of coming to fruition at this point. Johnny Peden, I believe I drafted him at 18 years old, and J.B. Bukowskis are the same overall. Bukowskis has had a history of struggling. I think I'm going to send Bukowskis down. If he clears waivers, fine. If he doesn't, I really don't care. I think we're going to make this big push and see if Johnny Peden can come in and really light a fire into this Arizona Diamondbacks pitching rotation, especially considering he's got 96 K per 9. If he's going to be striking guys out left, right, and center, I will gladly take it. That is the whitest DeAndre I've ever seen. All right, before we touch on the draft, I just thought, I feel like a proud papa when I see this. Now, granted, the All-Star game is not for at least another month, Joe Corson is leading third baseman in All-Star voting. That 99 potential might really be coming to fruition at this point. Now, let's look at the draft picks. All right, okay, we drafted a first rounder, 2 outfielders, starting pitcher, closer, third baseman, and a relief pitcher. Best potential, Jeff Curley is a left fielder, and Eric Roll is a first baseman. He's got plenty of time to come up and man first base behind Pete Alonso whenever his contract is done with us. Now, I visibly remember saying that Marte would be back in July. I stupidly meant to say June. Oh well, he's back, and let's see how Colin Cardona played in his place. As you can see up above me, he played okay, but I mean, he didn't really give us much production, so we're going to send him back down. He's going to end up on waivers if somebody claims him, fine, but at this point, at age 24, I don't know if he's ever going to become the player we think he's going to be. He started out at about a 75, and he's basically gradually just regressed every single year. I don't know why, but it is what it is. It's officially the All-Star break, and as you can see, we are right there for a wild card spot. 2 games behind the Padres, though technically we're not behind anybody as we hold that 5th playoff spot. Let's take a look at the halfway point numbers. Christian Pache is a 90 overall player. I never would have thought we'd have gotten at this point. He's actually coming through offensively, as you can see the past 2 seasons, really. He's come on, he's hitting the ball, he's hitting for power. He's not getting nearly as many steals as I would have liked, but I mean, I can't do anything about that. Vincent Campos batting a solid 280. Joe Corson, 332 average. I think he's like top 10 in batting average in the National League and probably all of baseball. Pete Alonso, 24 home runs, 71 RBIs. Kyle Lewis, 18 home runs, 54 RBIs. You know, we're getting production from guys. Marte obviously missed some time. Ian, maybe I'll swap him out. Danny Jansen has basically been a waste of time. I'm paying him a lot of money to basically hit under 200, which is pretty garbage. Alec Thomas I called up as McCarthy was out. Stephon Carrasco hitting well, but he's not getting many ABs. Garrett Dorman, he actually hasn't played too bad, in place of Marte. I wouldn't, if we let Marte go, as this is the last year of his contract, Dorman could easily just slide right into that position in a second and keep things going, being essentially the exact same player as far as positions that they play, second and third, though Marte plays short also. Chadwick Trump, and Corbin Carroll holding things down there in the rotation. 10-4 Pablo Lopez. Bartolo Rivera has established himself as the man of this team, though his win-loss record doesn't show it. 87 overall. John Burr, 4-7. Kind of need him to come through at some point. Matt Tabor, 6-3 with a 3.63 ERA, and Johnny Peden is getting some strikeouts, but he's not exactly getting the W's. But it is what it is. Again, we're right there in the wild card hunt. Let's see. I think Pete Alonso might be defending his home run derby championship. All right, welcome to the 2026 home run derby. Pete Alonso will defend his home run derby championship from last year, looking to become one of, I think, like 3 people to ever win 3 home run derbies in a career. And we'll just jump to his ABs: Juan Soto, Javier Baez, Kirsten Hira, Kyle Schwarber, Reese Hoskins, Framil Reyes, and Gleyber Torres all will participate as well. All right, on the left-hand bracket, it'll be Torres versus Baez. Alonso will face Reese Hoskins right now. Alonso, 313 career home runs to his name. I've cut this down to 1 minute because I don't want to be here forever, just as much as y'all don't want to be here forever. First pitch, he's going to hit this one to left as Globe Life Field gets its first All-Star game. Pulls this one to left, and it is, I think, gone. Okay, it does come out. 427. Just has to hit 2 440-foot shots in order to get himself a 30-second bonus. That'll be number 2, just a little short of that number. Pulls this one to left, and oh nope, that is foul. A shot to dead center. I keep forgetting I don't think I've actually seen a game played here in Globe Life. 442, he just needs one more for 30 seconds of bonus time. Can he get number 4? Hits it in the left, and I believe that is near the bullpen. 429, he's gotta hit one out to get more time. Pulls it, of course, to left, and it is going to get out at 418 if he can see another pitch. He does. He's gonna pull it, but it's gonna be foul. He really rushed that one. All right, we'll end up with 5. I think we'll see how Rhys Hoskins does. He has 336 home runs, and of course y'all can't see it because my stupid ass is in the way. There we go. That looks a lot better. All right, he's got to get 5. The NL MVP hits this one to left, and it is gone 375 feet. Another shot to left of center, and it's going to get out at a distance 457. Gotta hit one more 440-foot shot, and it is to left, and it'll be going at 442. He's earned 30 seconds of bonus time. He just might eliminate Pete Alonso. Hit down the line of left, and it is foul. Oh my goodness, another uppercut shot, and looks like he's gonna have number 4, 445. Just needs one more to tie, 2 more to advance. Hits this one to left. It is gone 448. It is tied. He just might end it before the 30 seconds is needed. He hits this one off the end of the bat to right, and I actually never noticed that jut in right field. As a matter of fact, again, I've never seen a game at Globe Life because pandemic season, they only played the World Series there. I don't really remember much of it. 425, and unfortunately, Pete Alonso is going to be eliminated. And I'm just going to move on to the All-Star game. All right, MLB the Show 20. Cover man Javier Baez will win this one, defeating Rhys Hoskins in the finals. As you can see there, remember he's a member of the Texas Rangers. He signed a deal with them, I believe, after the very first season, securing that bag. Our All-Stars are as follows. Pete Alonso making it yet again, 24 home runs with 71 RBIs and a 280 average. And Kyle Lewis with 18 home runs, 54 RBIs, and a 283 average. Joe Corson is actually number 2 in batting average, just behind Cody Bellinger by 16 points. If he can keep hitting the way he's been hitting, or even better, he will win himself a batting title, and believe me, that'd be a nice accolade on the back of the baseball card. All right, the Dodgers pitching staff is decimated by injuries, and they're about 5.5 games behind us. This is the trade deadline. I thought about some players I wanted to trade, one of which almost was Ketel Marte, but decided we needed to put our foot on the gas just a little bit more and get ourselves a catcher. Now, how I'm going to do this? Actually, I want to get... Yeah, wow. I'm going to get Danny Jansen the hell up out of here. I don't want him here. He's not doing anything for us. And maybe, just maybe, he can do something for himself out in LA. We're going to pull the trigger. Keibert Ruiz is now our new catcher. Oh my goodness. We can't catch a break. We just traded for him a month ago, and now he's out for a month or 2. Like, we're in the middle of a wild card race. We're like a game and a half, 2 games out of it. Let's look. 3 games out of the division, 2 games out of a wild card, and now I gotta find a catcher out of nowhere. Jimmy Middleton's gonna get the promotion. I mean, I threw him on the 40-man roster. It only makes sense to play him at some point. Trump is still the better of the 2 options, but he's there in case we need him. That's all. And then the very next day, we lose Vincent Campos for 2 months. It's like I don't think the baseball gods want us to make the playoffs. And I don't have enough people on the AAA roster. Oh my goodness. Can we catch a break, please? All right, the good thing is we have a young enough guy who looks like he's ready to get his MLB career started. Alonso Reyes. He's not batting too well, but he's got 17 home runs on the season. Anything that'll give us a spark to the playoffs, man. Alright, season's over. We suffered a couple injuries that really kind of just tanked us into the dirt. But we are over 500, even if it's barely at that point. We're on the right track. It's just, we're not, I don't know. There may be some major changes that need to happen. Let's look at the award winners and such. I don't think anybody in our team got anything. Matter of fact, let's look at all right, Giants and Padres make it. Padres get the wild card. Brewers take the Central. Mets take the East, and the Nationals will be facing the Padres in the NL wild card game in the American League. Yankees and Blue Jays. Blue Jays got the wild card. Twins win the Central. Astros and Athletics both clinch a spot. The winner of 163 will get the division. The loser will get the wild card. Yeah, as they'll be, yep, wild card. And yeah, we'll see where that goes. Why are y'all telling me about somebody that just got waived? I don't really care that much. Okay. All right, Pete Alonso leads the league in home runs, in RBIs, in runs scored. Gold Glove awards going to both corner outfielders Kyle Lewis and Christian Robinson. Pete Alonso named the NL MVP. It's just a shame we didn't do enough to make the playoffs. Like, I love the accolades, but I want the tangibility of being in the playoffs. And it's a shame we're not going to get that this year. We'll look at the award winners at the end of the World Series. All right, the 2026 World Series is going between the New York Yankees and the San Francisco Giants. Let's take a quick look at each team's roster and see how they are constructed. All right, and oh my goodness, they have like 8 starters, but this is a major issue with the AI teams. They'll have like 7 starters, and it makes no sense. Like, you have relievers for a reason, use them. Anywho, all right, yep, they've got 7 starters: Deivi Garcia, Aaron Nola, Garrett Cole, Luis Gil, Framber Valdez, Clark Schmidt, Braxton Garrett. That looks like 8 starters, but it's not. They have only 2 relievers and 4 closers. Like, this is some really, really interesting team construction. Anyway, catchers, they got Max Dallin, Robert Byrne, Seth Brown is playing first. As you can see, a lot of these guys are just guys that have been drafted and have come up through the ranks. Gleyber Torres is second, DJ LeMay right behind him, Miguel Andujar at third, Jerome Driscoll behind him, Andrew Velasquez and Andy Volpe, Juan Soto and Giancarlo Stanton is still getting paid for another 2 years. Justin Dean is manning center. Jason Dominguez is actually injured at the present moment, and Aaron Judge is nowhere to be seen. Let's take a look at San Francisco in our own division. Joey Gallo has went to San Francisco. Ciuli Matias is in right. They got Hunter Bishop, Mauricio Dubon, and Alexander Canario. Drew Avians is in left. Marco Luciano is in at short. Luis Toribio is at third. Cesar Mora and Rico Urbina at second. Freddie Freeman at first. Looking like he's playing out the last, 2 years of his contract. Remember, earlier in the series, the Giants, they signed like 3 first basemen, which was ridiculous. And Freddie Freeman is the only one that has lasted this long. Abreu has been gone for a couple years, and Belt, I don't know what happened to Belt. Anyways, Joey Bart is manning catcher. Looks like he's finally getting up there in overall. Christopher Cerner is the backup catcher. Brian Garcia is the closer. Keone Keller, Stasek, Bargard, and Buttrey are the relievers, and they've got 8 starters on their starting pitcher roster. Let's see who wins the World Series. Sheesh, and in an absolute non-competitive series, geez Louise, I didn't think it'd be that bad. The Yankees have been swept 4 games to nothing, losing 4-2, 5-1, 6-4, and 3-1. So at least they were in every game, but nothing really to see here. All right, quick look at the award winners. Everybody who has won something, as you know, the NL MVP. That's not the one. NL MVP is Pete Alonso. Juan Soto wins it in the American League. I think that's his 4th. And he's actually the 2nd player in baseball history in this universe to have won an MVP in either league in their career. Cy Young goes to Jose Barrios, Noah Syndergaard, Cody Bellinger, and Gleyber Torres fight it out for the batting title. Oh, wow. What's his name? Fell off. Mr. Corson. Yep. Joe Willard wins reliever of the year. Caleb Ferguson, Derek Haler, Richie Campos, Mike Trout is still in the league. Don't forget about him. He wins the Hank Aaron Award despite I don't even think he was even running for the MVP. 34 years old and still has 4 years left in that contract. How is he one of the few? How is he? He must be tuned some kind of way to where he slowly tapers off, which I'm not against. I mean, he's only 34. He's gonna fall off like a rock off a cliff in a minute. Gold Glove goes to Grayson Rodriguez. Derek Rodriguez wins it in the National League. Darryl Cooley, Bo Naylor, Seth Brown, Renato Nunez, Wilbur Santiago, Wilmer Flores, Sherton Apostle, Cody Hose, Francisco Lindor, J.P. Crawford, Giancarlo Stanton, Kyle Lewis wins it for us. We finally have a Gold Glove winner. Victor Reyes in center, Alex Verdugo, Franklin Labor, Christian Robinson getting a Gold Glove. In right field, Silver Slugger goes to Noah Syndergaard and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. for like the 8th time in a row. Corey Lee, another Silver Slugger to add to his mantle. Adley Rushman, Pete Alonso, Jarrett Walsh, Gleyber Torres, Keston Hiura, Luis Toribio, Alex Bregman, Xander Bogaerts. Lindor won it like 5 years in a row. Bellinger, Soto, Reyes, Happ, Meadows, Trout, Driscoll, Jerome Driscoll wins the postseason MVP for the American League and the National League. It goes to Freddie Freeman, and he also gets the World Series MVP for the 2nd time in his career, though he didn't get it in real life. He didn't get it in this universe. He did get it in real life in 2021. So we'll count that for him. All right. 2027 coming up soon.